It's hard to win in this league, and so anytime you get one, you know, it's a good feeling, and we're going to enjoy this. We've got about 24 hours to kind of soak it in a little bit, and then, you know, we got a short week to get ready to go up to Cleveland.
Matt, there hasn't been a lot of positives with this Saints season, but it's always good to sweep the Dirty Birds. Welcome into the Black and Gold Report. I'm Corey Rholdon, joined by ESPN Radio's Matt Musso. And Matt, it was the offense early and the defense late. What were your thoughts on the Saints-Falcons matchup?
I liked the way they got Alvin Kamara involved in the game again finally. I mean, a lot of touches in a lot of different ways, too. Jet sweeps, even some wildcat direct snap to Kamara, and all in all, he ends up with 91 yards rushing. Taysom Hill, kind of the same way, if we're being honest. There wasn't as many touches, but his impact on the game was felt, and it was felt in key situations.
And my biggest takeaway is the Saints defense. They limited rookie quarterback Desmond Ridder to only 97 yards passing. There was constant pressure. He was sacked 4 times in the game, and they got turnovers when they needed it. We talked a lot about the Saints struggling against rookie quarterbacks in years past. That wasn't the case on Sunday. Maybe it's because Desmond Ridder isn't the guy. We'll see in the future. But still, the Saints came up with a pretty good game plan on defense, I thought. And the team as a whole responded with energy and effort.
Playing hard doesn't guarantee that you're going to win, but not playing hard guarantees that you won't win. You know, that's what this game's about, man. Like, this game's about freaking effort and passion and energy and going out and giving everything you got. I never questioned whether our guys were going to do that or not. I mean, they've done it all year long, so I think they did it again today.
There's something to finish the season strong regardless of making the playoffs or not. You know, we had 4 left before today. We got one win today, and we got 3 more to go. And so our mindset and our goal is to finish the season the right way and to win the next 3.
While the Saints are still in it, Matt, it's a very low chance. Right now, the Saints have a 2.8% chance of winning the division. That's the lowest in the NFC South.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
They need the Bucs to lose every single game, and they play at Arizona this week, and the Saints have to win out. Is there a chance?
I mean, mathematically, sure, but no. Of course not. I mean, that went out the window in the Bucs when you lost the lead and blew the lead to the Bucs a couple weeks ago. Arizona's going to be playing without Kyler Murray, obviously, in that game, so you'll have a backup quarterback now. Look, Brady and the Bucs haven't been great, but they should be able to handle business and that will be should officially be the final nail in the Saints' call.
And like you said, the New Orleans Saints would be in first place right now in the division, controlling their own destiny. They don't blow a 13-point fourth-quarter lead in Tampa a few weeks ago. Now they have to travel to Cleveland, and it's going to be really cold. What is your thoughts on that matchup?
It's going to be a miserable experience on Christmas Eve in Cleveland. It looks like right now 15 degrees, feel like -9, and winds forecast 20 to 40 miles per hour. How's that going to limit things you can do in the passing game, in the kicking game, anything? It impacts it all. So how do they defend against Deshaun Watson is something I want to look at in that one, right? It's going to be his 4th start. It hasn't been great for Deshaun so far, but it hasn't been terrible.
He hasn't played in a year and a half, right?
And look, Corey, he's coming off what really was his best game completion percentage-wise, and the first time he didn't turn the ball over. So maybe he's starting to get into that, hit his stride a little bit. How's the weather going to impact it? We'll see. If it does, you got to stop the run. But I really want to see how they play against Deshaun Watson.
My biggest thing is stopping the running game. I think they're going to control it. You talked about the weather. They're going to try to run the ball and control the clock with this game, especially with it being windy. And Nick Chubb has been great this season. He's 3rd in the NFL in rushing. And you know, in years past, a strength of the Saints team has been their rushing defense. It's not this year. They're 22nd in the NFL in rushing defense. They gave up over 200 yards yet again to the Falcons. And if they struggle against Nick Chubb, it's going to be a long day for the Saints because they're going to control the clock, they're going to control the game. It's going to be windy and miserable temperatures. You speak a lot about the weather in this game, and it's on the Saints' mind.
It's going to be cold and windy. You know, but look, it's going to be cold and windy for both teams. We're not going to make too big a deal about it. You know, we're going to prepare for the Cleveland Browns, and then we'll have to adjust, you know, from a game plan standpoint. You know, how do you adjust to the elements? Sounds like it might be a little windy based on what I'm seeing as of right now. So we'll monitor that throughout the week. But Really, the focus really has to be on the team we're playing and not really about the elements.
Do you think it's going to be windy?
Sounds like it's going to be a little bit
It's going to be a little bit windy.
Sounds like it, a little bit.
A little bit windy. For more on the Saints-Browns matchup, we're going to bring in our Saints writer, Chris Lunkin. Chris, what do you got?
Yeah, Corey. Look, the Saints still have yet to win back-to-back games this season, and it won't get any easier this week in Cleveland. So here are my keys to victory. First, embrace the cold weather. It's going to be very uncomfortable to play, especially for a dome team, but this is where player toughness and tenacity must come into play. And understanding the importance of this game should be all the motivation they need. Second, contain Deshaun Watson in the pocket. Watson has struggled lately, given that he hasn't played football in almost 2 years, but he's starting to get the groove of things again, but he can also still be a threat with his legs. Keeping him in the pocket will at least ensure that he doesn't beat you with those spectacular game-breaking plays. And lastly, finish the game. We've seen the Saints give up big leads in the last moments of the game. See Tampa, Cincinnati, and the list goes on. If you have the advantage late, you must finish strong and close out the game.
All right, so do they close out the game, Chris? What is your score prediction?
No. Nah, plain and simple, man. Look, I got the Saints losing 20-16 to Cleveland, and I think the biggest thing is Deshaun Watson has gotten better each game, and it'd be just right on schedule for him to put it all together against the Saints. Matt.
Yeah, I'm kind of on the same line of thinking there as Chris. I mean, look at see the total in this game?
Yeah, 32.5 points. That is a low total, and I'm very tempted to hit the over. It's NFL.
It is the NFL. I mean, it's very low for the NFL. I think it's a low-scoring game, cold weather. I agree. I think Deshaun Watson plays his best game so far. I like the Browns 20-14.
You know what? I am lone wolfing this. Woo! I got the Saints winning in a Christmas miracle, bringing joy to all of South Louisiana. The Saints win 20-14.
Keep hope alive.
Yeah, keep hope
Let's
alive
go.
for another week so we can have more fun.
Why
Or if they
not?
lose,
Or pain.
we can just end this pain. You're right. We can. That's all for the Black and Gold Report. We'll see you guys next week.